Yo, if I had 100 sheep and one of them got away, I would leave the 99 and go find that one. That's right. Look from the locks and jaws of Satan I come creating, penetrating with force from the land of the lost. I'm coming like Muhammad got the devil on the run, rising like the sun. Keep your eyes on the
civil rights picture of those years was one of violence, of segregationists lashing out in resentment at the school desegregation decision. The names in the news were names like Little Rock and Clinton, Tennessee. Somewhere outside the picture was Dr. King, speaking, traveling, but seldom making news as a leader.
Breathe like venom, then squeeze out all the venom with momentum and skill. Go kill Satan at will. You will not be connected, protect the bodies and you'll feel for real. I can sense it, mental explosion. On the move is God's
battle in Albany raged throughout the spring and summer of 1962. The aim was desegregation of all public facilities, the method nonviolent protest. Unexpectedly, Albany police countered with perfect order and nonviolent arrest.
What would happen to me from some of our white brothers? Well, I don't know what will happen now, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
Crucified daily and waiting this new birth for real. The truth hurts the wicked evildoer. He knows that the future will bring a new ruler. So look, don't let him fool you with his maneuvers and wisdom. Seeking, you'll find that he uses symbolism with this rhythm. Black will represent the hesitant brains. Hit the water down the flames and sort out the remains. Everything must change, nothing stays the same. Our struggle's been ordained, so just chill, maintain. I know it's strange, but look, one came to raise us up. Farrakhan has arrived, beware, don't self-destruct, keep the focus. The red dragon's coming with the locusts. Some don't notice, so they engage in shit that's bogus. But look like Moses, I'ma free you from your bondage, from those who oppress us, wicked, evil, demonics. I promise that I'ma flaunt this everywhere I go. My people gotta know, so I can't hold it in no more. For real, the pressure's on and that be the fact. We gotta resurrect quick if we expect to be hereafter. Look, I can see disaster, it's all in our midst. It's the shock of the hour, man, the clock be stuck on 6. I wonder, who can fix this problem from Zion? I'm in the wilderness trying to wake a dead lion. There's a lion where he's in Judah asleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The balance of this beast must cease. Look out, I see a lion where he's in Judah asleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The balance of this beast must cease. Now peep these bones as they lie, still dry in the valley. Buried under rubbish, darkness covers the body. There's no consciousness, there's no breathing, no pulse. Walking dead in Israel, that sheep that's lost. Got a false image, they don't know what sin is. And their forehead be a mark that reach crooked men. It's continuous beating, therefore repentance is needed. Wickedness can be defeated when we submit it's deleted. This beast be heated, he knows the fire's kindling. The curtains in that land of Midian be trembling.
One day right there in Alabama, a little black boy and a black girl will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream.
Coming from different tribal wars, flesh moves and swords, we like all over the stars in the river of blood. We be swimming in sin. I see the lesbian and the million feminine men. These days be numbered. The end is right in sight.
Well, I don't know what will happen now,
like a thief in the night.
But it really doesn't matter with me now,
be moving to fight.
because I've been to the mountaintop,
in the bottom
and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
Must cease. Look out, I see a lion where he's in Judah asleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The violence of this beast must cease. There's a lion where he's in Judah asleep. I wonder who will wake him, bring him to his feet. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. The violence of this beast must cease. There's a lion where I wonder who will wake him. Get up, lion. Did you think we was gonna stay down forever? New day. 1909 Shepherd. Beware, Obama wake him. For 443 goddamn damnable years. The cop is just delayed, strict. I see people's gathered everywhere.
Greetings. This is the Get To Free Press, and I'm George Boston Rhines. And I've been involved in civil rights since 1975 when I returned to the South Georgia area. This is a very short video, and I want to say to all people, but more so to black Americans, you come to civil rights organizations and you tell us what happened to you, and many of you lie on the police. You lie on law enforcement. I'm here to tell you that if you bring lies to us, we're gonna expose you. We have enough problems with hateful white folk and hateful black Uncle Toms and Aunt James without you creating lies and distortion. This is a real battle zone that we're in, and we've been in it for a long time. So we don't want your foolishness. I'm telling you, don't bring your foolishness to me. Don't even call me about it. Because if I catch you in your lie, then I'm going to expose you as I would anyone else. I'm serious about what I do because too many black and white people fought for the freedoms we now enjoy here in this country. America is not so beautiful to the black man, but we must continue to make her better. And it takes all of the righteous, black and white, red and brown, to work together if we can do so. Now, if we cannot, then as Elijah Muhammad said, then it's best that we separate. Yes, yes, yes. But I'm just saying to you, if you come and you've been fired from your job, and you know before you come to me, you know before you give me your cell phone video, you know you're lying. The police, most of them now wear body cameras. There's always cameras in the ceiling, cameras in the trees, cameras on satellites, people with an iPhone. And so when you come with your lie, that's why it's best to always stand up for truth, and when you violate the law, acknowledge it or keep your damn mouth shut. You know you don't have driver's license, so why get behind the wheel? You know you don't have insurance, so why get behind the wheel? You know you're drunk or been drinking and on drugs, then why you get behind the wheel? You know that when you violate the law, your tax dollars pay law enforcement to arrest you, to stop you. And if we did not have the police, I know we got some crooked cops, but if we did not have the so-called peacemakers, which carried a shield of King David, not the Star of David, because Star of David don't have no star, the shield of David, representing truth and God supposed to be in the center. And so, as I close this out, I just got a call, and I got another call from a beautiful lady in Moultrie, and I believe you, my beautiful sister, and next week we will return to Walmart, and we will do that video about Walmart and what they did to your two sons. Because there's a lot of people that want to tell their story concerning one of the worst employers in this country, and that's Walmart Stores Incorporated. But I'm saying to you on the criminal aspect, if you violate the law, if you curse on your video when you recording, I mean you curse and call people motherfucking, all these old dirty names y'all use. You use it in the video, just hollering at the police. You can't win with no police on no darn street. You can't win like that. You make an international fool out yourself when you do that. If you take the initiative to turn your camera on to record the police and the performance of their duties, to highlight some wrongdoings, make sure that you're calm, that you stay back at least 20 to 50 feet, preferably 50. You can get it from there. Don't interfere with the police officers. Don't tell them what they're not doing. You just record. Sometimes you have to get behind a tree. Sometimes you have to get in the bushes. You're not concerned about whether they see you or not. What you need to do is make sure you capture what they are doing. And then you do what you do and expose it. Ain't no good telling people you got it all on camera, because they will take you and your darn camera. So you just sit back and do what you do best and highlight these crooked devils. Because when you present truth, all falsehood must vanish, and falsehood and racism is forever a vanishing thing. And I said it before in other videos. I'm going to get them up a little later, but I had to get this one up because I'm going to get this one up real quick. Please, don't send civil rights leaders and organizations junk. I have listened to black people who talking about the police mistreated them, even in jail. And it turned out that they got the camera to show that they were bona fide liars. We have had people on their jobs come to us, think they had an EEOC complaint. We went to bat for them. Now, this back in the 70s. That's why we learned back in the 70s, bringing cases to us, and we go down and try to help them. And then when they get behind closed doors, the man reaching to pull out the desk drawer. You don't come to work on time. You got all these other charges against you. You make yourself and used to make us look like fools. But we received training under the civil rights movement. We don't just get out here and just do a lot of silly talk, reporting lies. What you see me report, for the most part, well, truth don't need no defense, and so I won't try to give any. All I'm saying to you is follow the yellow brick road. And if you don't know what the yellow brick road means, even on the Wizard of Oz, Google the hidden meaning of the yellow brick road on the Wizards of Oz. I can't give you all of it here. Look here, once again, the only reason I cut this scene right quick is to let you know. I don't care whether you're black or white. When you wrong, you wrong. And if you violate the law, fighting, beating your wife up, calling 911 and you know you're wrong, the police come, they shoot 3 of your family members dead. Well, you the one started it because you had no business putting your hands on your wife in the first place. Wife, you had no business putting your hands on your husband or your children in the first place when you know you out of order and mixed up in the head. And so when they come and when they kill you and shoot you down like wild dogs, in too many cases, you called it upon yourself by not being in order yourself. And let me say this before I close. This will be the last thing I say right now in this video. When I look at the Nation of Islam under the Honorable Louis Minister Farrakhan, and I watch those black boys and those black men dressed in good attire, looking strong, looking pure, like they are not on no drugs. They don't look like a beast in human form, as the book of Revelation talks about. They look like real men. Real men.
Thank you.
Minister Farrakhan, thank you so much, my beautiful brother, for the hard work that you have been doing. I'm a product of your teaching. I listened to your messages back in the late 60s and early 70s. And one that got me the most, Mr. Farrakhan, was the one that you did call Heed the Call, y'all, and that a white man's heaven is a black man's hell. That's the one that got me out of the box of incarceration and indoctrination and put me on the streets paved with gold, but it's a gold you can't sell. And now, Mr. Farrakhan, the way, whatever you're doing to have those black women to look like human beings, look like real women that men folk would die to call my wife. Women so beautiful, they have their bodies covered. They're not showing their titties all hanging out. They're not showing their ass all stuck out in the back. They're not showing their beautiful curvature of their hips and lips. They got their bodies covered because I know from your teaching that you tell them not to focus on the behind or what's up here, because you said in your tape, Minister Farrakhan, that time will get to your behind and you're going to lose that. Your breasts will rest on your chest as you get older. And so you best to find you somebody like a man, not another woman, not another man if you're a man. We know that that is not the best way to do things in God's world. And somebody got to tell the truth. Somebody got to tell the truth. I did not get in this world by two men. I didn't come here by two men. And I didn't come here by two women. Now, you can do what you want to do, but don't say that the holy books of a higher level told you to do it. You don't see where I criticize people that choose that lifestyle. But I want to say to you, don't come looking to me to take me out on a date if you're a man, and if you're a woman, and if you don't have some class for your ass, you might as well not look to me either, because I'm not a beast in human form. That I am not. Never have been. When I was 14, 15, and 16, in the prime of my beef, I was not on the level of a beast. And after I listened to the Nation of Islam and some of their teaching and reading the message to the black man, oh, I became a human being. Yeah, I became a human being. And let me say to y'all, excuse me, I'm so pregnant, y'all, and I can't give birth. Y'all excuse me for talking so long. I'm pregnant, and I can't deliver this baby, the baby of truth, to you. I can't deliver this baby. But I want to say to you, I used to believe everything my pastor told me. But then when I started listening to the Nation of Islam, and when I look out into the field, looking back on what I used to do, I look at that book called The Message to the Black Man, and because I was so deep in Christendom, I never forget it. I bought that book from Hakeem Bookstore on Hunter Street, I think it was the southwest side of Atlanta, by Pascal's brother. My mama didn't live too far from that in Atlanta. I took that book and slung it across the floor because it didn't make no sense to me at that time. But I didn't throw the book away. But as I got a little old and started listening to other things about the Alexandrian Library, when I started studying about King Khufu, when I started studying about Imhotep, when I started studying about the pre-Adamites, when I started studying about the white Christian identity group, which believe that we are the original people, but that we are the mud people, and were thrown out of heaven. When I started reading the lost book of the lost books of the Bible and the forgotten books of Eden, when I started reading and studying about what's his name, Ben Yakowin, and then I started studying about, I can't call the names, but to make a long story short, when I started studying about men, real black men that I didn't know nothing about, I didn't know about the building of the pyramids and why they were built and that our ancestors built them. I didn't know all of this. But when I picked up that book, Message to the Black Man, I took it and slung it across the room, and it took a couple of years before I went back to the book. And now that book is more prevalent today than it was yesterday. Because now we see what the book of Revelation said, but we didn't understand back then. For the book of Revelation says that the Antichrist was coming, and he that had wisdom, let him count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and it is 70. No. 666. 70. If you live right and keep that devil off your back, God promised you 70. Everything else is gravy. And so I started studying. And then I looked at the word called education, and I began to look into what I had been looking at. And then I looked into the dream of Dr. King. And then from the king, just living the dream of Dr. King wasn't good enough. The Holy Spirit told me to reach inside of the dream and ream out from the dream a new reality, and that I got to do my portion to help build a better world. It is not by accident that the black man, woman, and their children are in North America. You see, Jesus, y'all excuse me, bye-bye, we gone.
Look here, Muslims. Ain't nobody came after you. Don't you ever forget that.
That's right. Nobody.
Do you think that Prophet Muhammad would be pleased when your mission is to spread the Quran to the ends of the earth? Who brought the Quran to us? You didn't bring us no damn book. You didn't do a damn thing for us. You walked over us. You walked by us. You never invited us to your mosque. Damn self-righteous hypocrite. But when Elijah Muhammad began talking to us, all of a sudden you become interested because he ain't teaching us the right Islam. What is the right Islam? To be like you? What is the right Islam? You the real Muslims. But President Clinton can butts your button. And your kings and your rulers bow down like little sissies. What is the real Islam? When our Muslim brothers who are white in Bosnia, women being raped, Muslim children being killed, and the Muslim world stands by like a group of faggots because the United Nations said you can't give weapons to your own brother to fight to defend his own land. You gonna tell me what a real Muslim is? What is a real Muslim? One who makes salat? A damn devil could bow down, jackass. Devils can prostrate. Devils can make sajda. That don't mean you're a Muslim because you pray like one. A Muslim is what a Muslim does. Your whole life should be devoted in service to Allah. And don't tell me it's just prayer and fasting during the month of Ramadan and paying a little jive zakat. God damn it, it's going out, getting the people in the mud and freeing a slave and lifting your people. And if you're not doing that, don't talk to me about what a true Muslim is. You're nothing but a damn hypocrite. Farrakhan don't have the right Islam. Farrakhan is a deceiver. Farrakhan's teaching is like Kool-Aid laced with cyanide. You just a damn envious nigger. You can't stand to see crowds come out to hear Farrakhan while you can't draw flies if you were manure. You upset because God has put it in the hearts of black people to love Farrakhan. They don't want your kind of Islam. They don't want no damn religion that make a faggot out of them. They don't want a religion that's going to make them into an Arab. I ain't no Arab. God damn it, and don't try to make me one. I'm a black man. Excuse me. But ain't nothing in here but men. And we having a man's talk tonight. You gonna tell me I accepted an Arab religion? No, I didn't. I accepted the nature in which I'm created. Before there was a man named Muhammad. Before there was a man named Abraham, I was. I'm a black man. I'm the original man. I was in the beginning. So look, they ain't gonna give you no power. Power is something that comes from God, and you accepting knowledge. When you accept knowledge and learn to love who God made you, with your kinky hair and your black face and your thick lips and your broad nose, don't try to be made in the image of nobody else. God knew what he was doing. The Quran said the first man was called Adam. The Quran says that Allah created him out of black mud and fashioned him into shape. Now go and tell me I'm a racist.
Preach it. Preach it, minister.
The whole world looks down on black people, and you look down on yourself. You so glad to accept a religion that makes you strange, so you don't have to be a nigger no more. So you gonna act like you somebody else with an affected accent. Oh, assalamu alaikum, alhamdulillah. Why the hell don't you be yourself? You can speak Arabic. You don't have to have an affected speech because you study the Quran. Quran ain't trying to make you an Arab. They're trying to make you a righteous man and a righteous woman. You don't use it like no damn cover. You put it on and you take it off and hang it up in your closet. You're a Muslim from early morning till you lay down in your bed, and you sleep a Muslim and you wake up a Muslim and you die a Muslim because you live the life of a Muslim. All these teachers from all over the world coming to make you into them. I see you dressing like a Pakistani. They're good Muslims, but you ain't Pakistani.
That's right, brother. That's right.
You got good Muslims who are Arabs, but you're not an Arab. You don't have to dress in their national dress to be a Muslim.
Come on, man. Come on.
I got to go and show them. So when I go to Mecca, I got to go there and show them that I'm trying to be one of them. Hell no. I go there with my bow tie on. Well, what does the bow tie mean? Mean I grew up in hell. I grew up in America. My natural dress is a robe. But I don't speak the language of a stranger. My people are in hell and I'm in hell with them. And I gotta speak the language that they understand. I come to them all robed up and duded up. They say, who the hell is this coming here? So I come to them looking like their brother. Oh, well, you got a suit on. Damn, that's a nice suit. He got on a nice pair of shoes too, boy. Nigga sharp. It's not what I got on. It's what I got in. But if what I got on attracts you to what I got in, then I'll use that to attract you to what I got in.
Get your money, man. Get your bread up. Gotta do for yourself. Know you fed up. Get your study on. All praise be to God. Stay read up. Die, never let up. Everyone that I'm around already know what I'm about. Build heaven on earth. Gotta catch up. Elijah, Muhammad Ali, Farrakhan, Malcolm X. Now, man, what about me?